Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina Hairunisa. So today I would like to explain the materials about the Edwardian era that start from 1901 until 1910. So these are the points that I will discuss. First, introduction. Second, the characteristic. Third, the literature, and the last is the famous authors. First, about the introduction. The Edwardian era or Edwardian period in the United Kingdom is the period covering the reign of King Edward VII in 1901 until 1910. Edwardian literature was a transition from Victorian era. The end of the Victorian era marked a new beginning for literature in the land with fresh ideas and greater need leading the way. Edwardian literature would go on to be more intense, social, and political for ages to come. Edwardian novels would go on to start a new style of writing that will be prevalent for a long time to come. And next is about the characteristic of this era. First, politics. In politics, there was a growing political awareness among the working class, leading to a rise in trade unions, the labor movement, and demands for better working conditions. And next is perception. The Edwardian period is sometimes portrayed as a romantic golden age of long summer afternoons and garden parties, basking in a sun that never sets on the British Empire. This perception was created in the 1920 and later by those who remember the Edwardian age with nostalgia, looking back to their childhood across the abyss of the Great War. Third, it's about the economy. The Edwardian era stand out as a time of peace and prosperity. There was no severe depression and prosperity was widespread. Britain's growth rate trade, finance, and shipping, and had strong base in manufacturing and mining. Next is rising status of women. Increased literacy in the middle class gave women wider access to information and ideas. The inventions of the typewriter, telephone, and new filing system offered middle-class women increased employment opportunity. Women were very active in church affairs, including attendance at services, Sunday school teaching, fundraising, social work, and support for international missionary activities. And about the fashion, during the Edwardian era, women wore a very tight corset or bodice and dressed in long skirts. The Edwardian era was the last time women wore corset in everyday life. According to Arthur Marwick, the most striking change of all the developments that occurred during the Great War was the modification in women's dress. You can see the example of the dress in here. And next is about the literature. During this time, the literature becomes sophisticated, sombre, and conscious of social abuse and rivalry. The literature of this time is known for its use of philosophy, reason, skepticism, wit, and refinement, which framed purpose for the modernist period. And the last is the architecture in this era. The Edwardian style of architecture was widely favored for public structure and was a revival of Christopher Wren inspired design of the late 17th and early 18th centuries. And these are the example of the architecture in this era. And next is about the Edwardian literature. So these are the characteristics of the work at this era. First, writers. Many writers of the Edwardian period drawingly widely opened the realistic and naturalistic convention of the 19th century. Writers such as Wells and Bernard Shaw saw the disparity between the wealthy and the poor and the attack social injustice and the selfishness of of the upper classes. The most significant writing of the period, both traditionalist and modern, was inspired by the feeling that the new century would witness and witness the collapse of a whole civilization. Next, the characteristic novel in this era. Many Edwardian novelists were similarly eager to explore the shortcomings of English social life. Most Edwardian novelists, like their counterparts in the theatre, held firmly to the belief not only that constructive change was possible, but also that this change could in some measure be advanced by their writing. And next, the characteristic poetry in this era. The leading poets of the early 19th belong to a group called the Georgians. The Georgians wrote romantic poetry about nature and the pleasure of rural living. Their pastoral work was idealistic and traditional. They returned to the values of the Romantic, writing first in the style of Wordsworth. The most important member of the group include Rupert Brooke and John Masefield. Next, the Edward era gave birth a number of literary and poetic movements such as Imagism, Futurism, and the Lost Generation. Imagism described a movement in American and British poetry beginning in 1910 that borrowed from haiku and free verse. Next is Futurism. Futurism was born in Europe and advocated the abandonment of conventional syntax and the use of image drawn from the age of technology. The last is the Lost Generation. The Lost Generation refers to expatriate American writers including Ernest Hemingway and Francis Scott Fitzgerald, who come into prominence after the World War I and whose work reflected a deep disillusionment with their society. The last discussed is about the famous authors in this era. There are some famous authors in this era. First, John Galsworthy. He was an English novelist and the winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1932. Galsworthy was also a successful dramatist. His plays, written in a naturalistic style, usually examining some controversial ethical or social problem, and some of his work there are The Silver Box, From the Four Winds, and the last is The Jocelyn. Next, there are George Bernard Shaw. He was an Irish playwright, critic, polemist, and political activist. His influence on Western theater, culture, and politics. Shaw became the leading dramatist of his generation, and in 1925 was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. And some of his work there are Men in Superman, Pygmalion, and Saint John. Next, there is Herbert George Wells. He was an English writer. He wrote dozens of novels, short stories, and work of social commentary, history, satire, biography, and autobiography. He is often called the father of science fiction. And some of his best work there are The Time Machine, The Island of Dr. Moreau, and The Invisible Man. Despite the Edwardian era being one of the shortest periods in English history, it was still a very strong and influential period in English literature as it created a base for modernist literature to come to life. So that's all from explanation. Sorry if I have a mistake when I explain the materials, and thanks for watching my videos and have a nice day.